This is Sports Center.
Hello and welcome to Sports Center Top 10. I'm your host, Coach Phillips, and with me today is my good friend, Justice. Welcome, Justice.
Hello, I'm happy to be here. Thank you so much for having me.
Well, we love having you here, and we're going to start off the top 10. Coming in at number 10, Clarksville Academy. And Timo had a total of 20 points, 14 of those coming in the fourth quarter to break the hearts of the Clarksville Academy boys.
She belongs to the streets.
And then, rightfully so, after the ball game, the boys had a little surprise for Timo, as they must have thought he was a little stinky because they showered him up with water bottles in the entire locker room. Coming in at number 9, Christian Shaw. Now, everybody remembers the Michael Jordan flu game. Well, Christian Shaw had his own flu game. Probably shouldn't have played, but the night against Oakland, he scored his 1,000th point. Pretty special moment for the guy, and he could hardly even stand. But Christian Shaw scoring 1,000 points comes in at number 9. Coming in at number 8, you may have heard of the Gangster Walk or the Crip Walk. I particularly like what I call the Timo Walk. And that is when our boys went on a run and the other team had to call a timeout, Timo would have a Conor McGregor skip mix. I don't know what you call it, but I call it the Timo Walk.
Nice walk.
All right, coming in at number 7. Let me ask you something, Justice. You like Marvel movies. Who's your favorite villain?
My favorite Marvel villain? That's a good question. Probably Thanos.
Thanos, huh?
Yes, sir.
Well, mine was the Beech Bucks, because one of my favorite things this year was how we played the villain as the year went on. We kept winning games. People were jealous. They didn't want us to win. And so we were undefeated, and every night people hated on us and they wanted to beat us. So us playing the villain, that's one of my favorite moments of this year.
We were just unstoppable.
Monster. I'm just ahead of that.
Called the first one Savage, mold my mood, that's what it was. 2016 we was running around, beat up in the club. I know she around.
They hate us because they ain't us.
That's not what it is.
Yes, it is. No.
Coming in at number 6 was the Gallatin game, where Dr. Cothran performed open heart surgery and tore the hearts out of the Gallatin Green Wave's chest. We tasted defeat, but Dr. Cothran said, "No, sir," and he drained a 3 at one of the most memorable moments of the entire year.
The most craziest thing I've ever seen.
It was awesome.
It was awesome.
Job's not finished. Job finished? I don't think so.
Coming in at number 5, one of my personal favorites was, we had a lot of coaches, if you didn't realize, at Beech High School. So Coach Brown, Sorensen, Bertram, Simmons, sometimes me, but who took the cake was my man right here, Coach Justice.
Yes, sir, I did.
Coach Justice, at the end of games, when he would talk, I promise you this, you could hear a pin drop and all the guys would say, "Hush, hush, calm down." Coach Justice is talking.
Without this, and I was blessed to be here, and we're going to the States.
Coming in at number 4, one of my personal favorites was the CPA game. Things didn't look good at the end. They did not miss a 3 the entire night. But I know one guy that didn't miss a 3, and that was at the end of regulation when Coach Brown called a timeout, and he didn't draw up a play for Christian. He didn't call up a play for Eli. Who did he call up a play for? Do you remember?
No, sir, I don't.
It was Timo. Timo.
That's right.
Timo, baby. He broke the hearts of the CPA Lions. And for me personally, probably my favorite win the entire year. So, no offense, Drew Maddox, but Timo coming in with a heartbreaker against CPA, I loved it.
Timo the GOAT.
Coming in at number 3 was our prayer. Before the game, you'll see all the boys, we would pray before every game. And most importantly, what was special to me was before every game, if you wondered what those seniors were doing right before the game started on the court, the 5 seniors would all huddle up and they had their own special prayer. Now, I don't know what it was, but it was good enough for 34 wins. I loved it.
Yeah, I did too. It was a good prayer.
All right, making our way to number 1, but coming in at number 2. Now, Justice, there was a moment this year where something happened on the court that shocked the entire gym, and they all sprung up out of their seats, including Coach Phillips and our entire bench. Do you know what that moment was?
Well, no, sir. I can't remember.
You remember when Andrew cocked the ball back and slammed it through down against those boys?
Yes, sir, I do.
Well, coming in at number 2, Andrew's dunk. It was the most electrifying moment the entire year.
He dunked like LeBron James.
LeBron James!
Yeah!
I just be geek out my mind, yeah, as always. I got my gun on me always. Feeling the poster with cup in my hand. Stuck her blunt in my pocket full of bands.
And finally, coming in at number 1 on the entire year, and I think everybody's favorite, was Ravenwood. We beat Ravenwood to go to state. It was probably the most critical game of the year, and the boys showed out. And in the fourth quarter, there wasn't even no doubt. We took care of business, and one of my most favorite moments of my coaching career was the celebration after. Take a look.
Walk your drop and drink over your drop. All of your drops been to 50. All of my work out to 50. Don't come and let you run to 50. 50s on 50s on 50. Yeah, 250 a kid. Pull up to the blaze on inch. You want a barrel, then give me the scale. I throw through the murder the quickest. Meet me at the Flying Biscuits.
Thank you for watching the top 10. Here are some of the favorite moments of the boys basketball team. Take a look.
My favorite memories playing with Beech was probably when we went to Florida, and then when we beat Ravenwood, and then the last one, when me and Coach Simmons was at Hooters, and this girl came and asked for his number, but he said no.
My favorite moment is probably when we went to Florida.
My favorite part about this season was definitely locking up Eli every practice, talking crap to him, getting in his head, and him complaining about foul calls, which were very soft. So that was my favorite part of the season.
My favorite memory is probably when nobody could guard me in practice.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now.
And when we beat Ravenwood to go to state.
Two of my favorite moments from this season were hitting the Gallatin shot to send us into double overtime, and then celebrating in the locker room after we won the sub-state game.
My favorite memory of this season was when we beat Ravenwood and we were headed to the state tournament.
My favorite memory from the season was in the locker room after we beat Ravenwood in sub-state.
My favorite moment, probably in practice, when the JB would be talking crazy and we would bust them every day in practice. JB, they be talking, and I don't think we ever lost to them. And then another one of my favorite moments is just cutting up after practice in the locker room.
My favorite moment of the season is whenever Coach Rob and Coach Simmons playing one-on-one without a ball, without a goal, without a court, just in the middle of Memphis.
What up, y'all? AP5. I know I got the Vols behind me, but it's always anchored down. Anyway, favorite memory from basketball season, probably going to Florida.
Put us in Coral. We really do this.
Spending time with teammates, coaches, parents, just being able to bond somewhere outside of Tennessee and just making memories.
My favorite moment from this year was after we beat Ravenwood in sub-state in order to go to state, and everyone after the game was in the locker room getting hype and everything, and then Kip walked in and we all dumped the water on him.
I got lit out, but still I got my diamond chains on. I got diamond rings on with an APM on.
So, my favorite thing about the season was definitely when we won sub-state and we got in the locker room, got turned, and then other things I liked was when we went to Florida and won the Florida tournament, and getting lit before games, getting lit after games. And averaging like 75 to 80 points a game, somewhere around there.
Cap.
And that's pretty much it.
Some of my favorite memories with beach basketball would have to be getting to dunk the ball at Hunter's Lane and punching our ticket to state at Ravenwood.
Favorite part of the season was the Florida trip and the sub-state game.
Moment in memory of the season, get to hang out and work with the basketball team with the boys, K-Shaw, Eli, JoJo, Rob, everyone in here. And what I think about the coaches, Coach Brown, a real one for giving me this opportunity to be the manager, including his son too. Coach Phillips, a really great guy, an amazing friend. And Coach Simmons, really funny dude to pick on and mess with, because everyone else does it. And who else? Coach Bertram, he's nobody to play with. He's really cool and serious. So yeah, I love it. I love this team. I love my boys. Florida trip, y'all did an excellent job on that. I'm sorry I didn't come, but I'm proud of my Bucks, proud of my team. All right.
What about the Batman movie? Was it good?
Batman was.
I just want to say thank you to this team. I really enjoyed this team. Enjoyed the coaching staff. I might have them next year, but I'm gonna miss the seniors. And probably my favorite moment, well, for the team, but probably when Caleb hit the game winner at Gallatin and Team was game winner at CPA. And just all our moments really from the seniors. And one of my favorite moments for myself was when in practice, when Christian was like face guarding me, he was like, if Odell don't score, then the team don't score. It made me feel like a bucket. So, yeah.
On the occasion of Her Majesty's royal visit, please welcome internationally renowned opera star Enrico Palazzo.
What's up, Beech Basketball family? I just want to say to the coaches, thank you. Could not have done my job without you guys. You guys are the best. To the families, thank you for being a part of our program and letting us coach your kids. And to the players, most of all, appreciate all the work you guys put in and how you love on each other and care about each other and push each other to become great. It was a great season. I mean, I couldn't imagine a season being any better than this one. It was phenomenal. We'll never forget it. Seniors are going to miss you guys a bunch. But, you know, I hope you learned something along the way and you guys go on and be successful in whatever it is you do. Underclassmen, we're going to try to repeat what we did this year, and every year we're going to do as well as we can, try to get back to state. But just want to say I love you all, and just blessed to be a part of this family. Thanks.
Appreciate you, Coach, taking me in freshman year, being a great coach all 4 years, and just developing me as a person and a player.
Appreciate you, Coach, for taking me in this year and letting me play how I wanted to play. Thank you.
Appreciate you, Coach, for letting us play how we want to play and just let us hoop and have fun.
Thank you, Coach, for watching me all 4 years and supporting me in each and everything I did, Coach. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Coach, for trusting me from day one.
Thank you, Coach, for pushing me to the limits.
Thank you, Coach, for being the greatest of all time.
Thank you, Coach, for giving me this opportunity to be the manager and be a part of this family and be a part of this team. Really happy to be on it.
Thank you, Coach.